Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to unpack something that's a massive part of our everyday lives: the marketing of services. We're not talking about selling things you can hold in your hand. Nope, we're talking about selling experiences, expertise, and outcomes. Let's jump right in.
So, way back in the 1980s, a New York congressman said this. Now, it sounds kind of blunt, right? But wow, he was really onto something. He perfectly captured this huge economic tidal wave that was already happening, this shift away from making stuff to doing stuff for each other. And let me tell you, that shift has only hit the accelerator since the 80s. We're living deep inside the service economy now, and it's so much more than hamburgers and laundry. Think about the software you're using, the streaming service you watch, the doctor you visit. We're buying and selling things you can't touch. And that simple fact completely changes the rules of the game for businesses.
Just how big is this? Well, check out this number. A whopping 79% of the U.S. economy is now driven by the service sector. That's almost everything. The days when manufacturing was king, yeah, those are long gone. Services are the engine now, for sure. So when we say service, what are we really talking about? Well, it all boils down to this. It's an activity or a benefit. It's intangible, which means you can't touch it, and you don't walk away owning it. You're buying a promise. You're buying an experience. You're buying a result.
And this really points to a much deeper change in how we think. We used to measure our success by the amount of stuff we had. Now it's all about the quality of life. And how do we measure that? Through services, great healthcare, enriching education, incredible vacations. Okay, so marketing these services isn't as simple as marketing a can of soda. Because they're so different from physical products, they throw up these 5 very specific challenges that every single service marketer has to figure out how to solve. Let's break them down. First up, the big one: intangibility. You can't try on a haircut before you commit. You can't test drive a university degree. You are literally buying something invisible, a promise. And that makes the whole decision feel way riskier for you, the customer. With a product, you can kick the tires, right? With a service, you have to operate on trust. So the question becomes, how do you sell something your customer can't even see?
Second, inseparability. A car can be built in one country, shipped to another, and sit on a lot for months. A service? It's usually made and consumed in the very same moment. Your plumber has to be right there under your sink. Your personal trainer has to be right there in the gym with you. This means that in your mind, the person delivering the service is the service. Their skill, their attitude, even their bad day, it's all part of the package.
And that leads us straight to the third challenge: heterogeneity. You can just call it variability. Because real, live people are at the heart of the service, the quality is never going to be 100% consistent. You know how it is. One day, your favorite barista makes you the best latte of your life. The next day, a trainee gives you something that's, well, not so great. Same cafe, same price, totally different experience. Getting that consistency is a huge, huge hurdle.
And then you've got perishability. You can't just stick a service in a warehouse and save it for a rainy day. An empty seat on an airplane, once it takes off, that revenue is gone. Poof. Forever. An unsold ticket to a concert that's already started? Vanished. You can't stockpile that value.
And the fifth and final challenge is ownership. When you go see a movie, you pay for the amazing 2-hour experience, but you don't get to take the film home with you. You're paying for access, not for an asset. So you see, these 5 things, intangibility, inseparability, variability, perishability, and ownership, they change everything. The old rules just don't cut it. So, with all these curveballs, how in the world do you market a service? Well, we start with the classic toolkit that every marketer has. But as we're about to see, it's incomplete. For ages, marketing was all about the 4 Ps. You need the right product, at the right price, with the right promotion, in the right place. And honestly, this framework is fantastic for selling physical stuff like sneakers and smartphones. But for services, it's just not enough. It's missing a few key ingredients. You can even see how different services are just by looking at the words we use. We don't just pay a price. We pay tuition for school, a fare for a train ride, a fee for legal advice. So, If the classic 4 Ps can't handle things like intangibility and perishability, what's the missing link? Well, it turns out there are 3 sort of secret ingredients that are absolutely critical to getting service marketing right. And boom, here they are. We have to expand our thinking from 4 Ps to 7 Ps. We add people, physical evidence, and process. These 3 are the absolute game changers. They are the keys that unlock the puzzles of service marketing. Let's dig into each one. First up, people. This one is so important. Because the service is inseparable from the person providing it, your employees are the product in the customer's mind. Their knowledge, their attitude, how they're dressed, it all shapes the experience. And get this, it's not just your employees. Other customers are part of the people mix too. Think about a loud, rowdy group at the table next to you in a nice restaurant. Very shaping your experience, aren't they? Next, physical evidence. To solve that intangibility problem, you have to give customers tangible clues about your quality. This comes in 2 flavors. You've got essential evidence, which is the environment itself, a clean doctor's office, a stylish hotel lobby. Then there's peripheral evidence, smaller things like a well-designed website, a crisp business card, or even the branded notepad by the hotel phone. They all whisper quality to the customer. And finally, we have process. This is the how of it all. It's the step-by-step journey the customer takes. Is it easy to make a reservation online? Is the check-in process at the hotel quick and seamless? Think of a fast food drive-through. That whole system is a carefully designed process. A smooth, smart process is a massive part of a great service experience. A clunky one can ruin it. So when you put all of these pieces together, the original 4 plus our 3 new ingredients, you get a complete, powerful blueprint for building and marketing any service out there. This right here is the big takeaway. This is your playbook. Each of the 7 Ps has a vital job to do. Product is the core promise. Price helps manage that tricky perishability. People bring the experience to life. Physical evidence makes the intangible tangible. And process makes the whole thing work like a well-oiled machine. It's the complete picture. So here's a little challenge for you. Next time you're somewhere getting great service, your favorite coffee shop, a really efficient car wash, whatever it is, just pause for a second. Try to spot all 7 Ps. Where are the people? What's the physical evidence? How is the process working? I promise, once you start looking for it, you'll see how these elements are all working in harmony to create an experience you love. It's a whole new way to see the service world all around us. Thanks so much for tuning in.